Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Paige and this is Life on Earth. Tonight's general reading is going to be for the collective and or whoever is meant to hear this message. But before we get into the tarot, to take a closer look into the energy at hand and the situation going on, I have some oracle cards here that I would like to use to see what Spirit is highlighting for you at this moment and wants to make you aware of. And the card here is Drift. I love these cards so much. I'm going to read to you from the guidebook because it's just beautifully written. I'm going to keep this card overlooking the reading. So Drift. This card encourages an awareness of your psychological attachments. Creating space between your thoughts and how you feel gives room for a deeper connection to your truest, deepest, purest self. Thoughts easily define who we think we are. Who are you when your thoughts are not defining you? It is easy to let one's mind do the talking, but this card asks for a shift inward toward the body. Follow your intuition. Excuse me. Follow your intuition today and let your thoughts and attachments go with the breeze. So this is a beautiful card for being present, for being mindful, but not so much in the headspace. I know for me, I'm an overthinker. Well, not so much an overthinker as a very left brain person. I do a lot of thinking. And sometimes I can think about things so much and, form them and articulate them that I forget what it is to put the feeling attached to things. So this is a great card for that, to remind yourself to, because feeling is, it's a whole part of the vision that is incredibly important. I've been talking a lot with my spirit guides about manifesting in the past few weeks, and to envision your desired outcome or your dream future or your dream reality is one thing, but to have the feeling that you already have it attached to that and to be able to be grateful for it is another thing, and it's so much more powerful. So there's that. Okay guys, I'm going to lay out the cards now, and I will see you inside the reading. Okay guys, welcome into your reading. Now, I'm not going to lie, I have tried to record this about 4 times, and something kept getting interrupted, or I could not find a way to articulate what I was trying to say, so I am determined to deliver this message to you. So let's just move forward. Now, like I was saying, interestingly enough, for your overall general energy and what your energy is saying to the universe and to the world around you, we have the King of Swords in reverse. Now, for what Spirit was highlighting for you and wanting you to be aware of, we have Drift, which is to get kind of out of the headspace and more into the feeling and into the intuition. With this King of Swords in reverse here, for your overall energy, it's saying that, much like the Drift card, it's time to get out of the headspace a little bit, because if you are too much in the mind when you have this overall sense of strength here in the present, it could lead you to dark corners that are not necessary. I would say some aspects of the shadow are very necessary to look into, and in the dark sheds light and brings clarity, absolutely. But I feel like, especially with this Drift card here, this King of Swords is definitely saying that this is kind of an unnecessary type of overthinking. It's not going to do much but kind of divide you further from yourself and from your true authentic essence. Okay, especially with this King of Cups here in reverse in the past. So what this King of Cups in reverse next to this King of Swords in reverse is telling me is that you were out of alignment with your heart for such a time that you may have finally gained some, communion with it, some oneness, some sense of feeling whole and feeling compassion and unconditional love over all else, and whatever the case may be. I feel like you may have kind of got that and but overcompensated while in the pursuit of, and now you're kind of dragging yourself along overthinking when the heart and the mind just wish to be in coherence so badly, right? And we just want to be and you do have this Strength card here in the present, so I do see that you are in a strong place. I do see that regardless of you being a little off balance here, it doesn't take away from the strength in your energy, and the perseverance is just what I'm getting. As far as the lesson that the divine is teaching you, we have this Two of Pentacles here. And what this Two of Pentacles is telling me, especially with all the rest of this energy on the table here, is that there is something that is out of alignment within yourself, and it is reflecting upon your finances. There's this relationship that we all have to money, and that we learn to have with money growing up. So for example, I grew up feeling very intimidated by money, very undeserving, very the list goes on. And so that kind of showed in the rest of my life with finances, and how I dealt with them in my older years. Now, I feel like what this is saying is that you have financial decisions to make, and I feel like with these kings in reverse here, I feel like it's just so much of, like I said, what's out of balance in your reality. It's just a direct reflection of what's going on within you, right? So for the challenge, or the key to getting this lesson, if you want to look at it that way, the challenge here is the Two of Swords in reverse. And what I'm getting from this is just that there is some kind of deceptive and manipulative energy, and I feel like it's a part of your own mind that is keeping you from allowing yourself to fully feel and fully embrace your feelings. The place that doesn't have words, the place that is just the feeling of being excited, like a child being excited by the sight of bright lights or like fireworks or something. It's not like they can't put words to that feeling. It's just like, wow. And I feel like the challenge here is just to realize that no one's out to get you, and your mind can be your best friend and on your side, especially with this coming up. The power that you have gained and should acknowledge at this time is your ability to persevere through hellish situations, to bring forth the news, the information, the insight, the intellect, the left brain stuff, the determination to go through whatever it is that you needed to go through in order to get it safely delivered. And maybe it's to the other part of your mind, maybe it's you're sharing your wisdom with the world, wherever the case may be here. Now, in the possible near future, we have the Four of Pentacles. So what this is saying about the near possible future is that you are going to have to get a much more grounded solution when it comes to finances. You're going to have to gain financial stability. And I think that all of this is just coming full circle with each other to kind of, the heart, the mind, and the finances, and how you perceive them, and how you look at them, and how you feel them, and how you play them out as a human being in this game, or this whatever it is. It's all interconnected, obviously, and it's all going to make or break some kind of situation. We'll look into this now. Make or break some kind of situation in the physical, because that's what what it comes down to here. Finances. You may be making like imagine like being not mentally stable or emotionally stable and having like $1 million or something. Like, are you gonna spend it in the right way? You might not, you know what I mean? So, all right. So, the influences to consider here is the world in reverse. Now, it does kind of make or break a completion, is what this is saying. I feel like, this message is here to just help you to avoid a tower moment in the near future, which is not being able to move forward in a new cycle and having to resist or avoid completion for some reason of some kind of cycle or chapter in your life, okay? Now, where to go to for support? We have the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like what you should really lean on and lean into right now is the fact and the feeling that luck is on your side. This is, and always is, a divinely orchestrated time in your life. But this one really looks like it's going to be one that can be very much enjoyed and can be a factor that furthers your evolution in a way that's just enjoyable and good and happy, and possibly just as simple as that, you know what I mean? For Spirit's advice on how to manifest the best outcome here, or to become a better energetic match to that which you desire right now, we have the Page of Wands. Now, the Page of Wands is a young messenger who has information to deliver to you, having to do with communication, inspiration, having to do with movement in your life. So what I feel like Spirit is saying here is that try to look at this all from the point of view as like trying to get your heart, how to get your heart and your mind into coherence in a more simplistic perspective, to get yourself that worked out so that the finances on the surface can be worked out and all can be this movement forward into a completion of a cycle and a more authentic energetic vibration of who you actually really are, is to look at it from the perspective of you have one simple thing to do, and that's to get this message from point A to point B, and look at that as it within you, you know what I mean? It's like we tell ourselves things and in the moment, and then a moment goes by and feelings and thoughts and information are intercepted, and then when the next moment comes that we're present with ourselves, the next thing we know that the information has been influenced and overproduced and whatever else. So it's about really being mindful and present as much as you can. And we would think, especially with all of the powers that we have with our mind, that we would need to be in the headspace in order to carry that out. But the heart has language that reason does not know. The heart has reason that reason does not know. And, you know, it's just a very important time for you to drift. I'm going to read that to you one more time from the booklet. This card encourages an awareness of your psychological attachments, creating space between your thoughts and how you feel gives room for a deeper connection to your truest, deepest, purest self. Thoughts easily define who we think we are. Who are you when your thoughts are not defining you? It is easy to let one's mind do the talking, but this card asks for a shift inward toward the body. Follow your intuition today and let your thoughts and attachments go with the breeze. Now, it says, walking with your intuition on page 39, and it gives you a little tiny thing to do. Step outside of wherever you are and let your body tell you where to walk. This deck invites the reader to allow only their intuition to chart their course. Do not let linear thoughts dictate your direction. Today, take some time to follow your intuition until you find what you seek. Don't get hit by a car. I'm kidding, please. That sounds like a really, really cool I can't think of the word. Cool thing to do. Alright guys, I was going to clarify that reading, but you know what? I feel like that was a really solid message. I feel like, it spoke volumes to me, and I hope it did for you too, and I will see you guys very soon. Thank you for watching. Peace.